Hey everyone, Dave here, December 1773. With me as always is Ryan. This is an episode of the weekly show, all of the week's hottest topics with a twist. Monday edition episode. We're going to be talking about the spy balloon. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, follow us along. We air Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. every day on the dot, as long as we remember to. Here's the thing, Ryan. Spy balloon. This is going to be a lot of us making this work. We don't really know that much about the spy balloon. That's a fact I think nobody's talking about. In fact, Ryan, I'm going to throw you a curveball. We don't know that it's a spy balloon.
We don't even know if it's Chinese, David.
Well, Chinese have taken credit to it, but when it first...
That doesn't mean it's fucking Chinese. China takes credit for a lot of things, like, I don't know, generating something that has more power than 7 suns smashed together, but has it in a laptop case.
I have a lot of questions about the spy balloon, Ryan. I don't put it past anyone, especially China, to spy on us with a fucking balloon. But I'm curious why, and I'm curious how everyone knew it was a spy balloon so quickly.
I'm sure they just were highly familiar with the matter, David.
Also, I'm curious. Ryan, I'm hoping you can answer some of my questions, or at least question my questions.
Yeah,
So,
you don't come to me for answers. That's right. That's right.
you don't come for us for information. This is where you come to question the information. One of my favorite Ryan lines. Here's what I don't understand so much about this, Ryan. First of all, how did everyone know it was a spy balloon from China immediately? And if
Journalism?
if that's the case, why did we let it cross the entire country before we shot it down?
Well, debris, David. Middle of America has nobody in there, right? It's just land, not people out there.
Somebody has to make this make sense. Nobody's made this make sense yet.
Just look up, David.
Look up what? Into
Just
the
look
sky? Apparently there's more.
Dave,
South America said there's a spy balloon there from China. And of course they immediately know it's a Chinese spy balloon.
I wonder why. Well, it's obviously got to be verifiable because Twitter has allowed it to exist, as well as Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble, and the World Health Organization. Because I'm sure all these high-powered entities and these global people would censor the information if it was incorrect.
The Chinese are not they're not thrilled, Ryan, that we have shot down their spy balloon. That
It's not their spy balloon.
Well, it was a spy balloon, and everyone knew it was a spy balloon immediately from China, right?
It's like the opposite of spy stuff is knowing that it's a spy thing. The thing that didn't make sense, honestly, the thing that didn't make sense was like it was a weather balloon that was blown off course.
Spy balloon.
Montana is in the middle of America, okay? And China is, I don't know how far, I was going to look it up, but China to Montana, how far is that? Thousands of miles, right?
Yeah, it's not close.
It's pretty far off for you to be monitoring weather in Montana when you have the internet and we have Channel 4 in Montana to tell you the weather in Montana. I also find it hard to believe that the military did not know that this thing entered our atmosphere at some point if they can censor me and David on the internet for stuff that they don't like. I'm sure the military has full capability, and I know that the military knew about that way before anything else. Just like they knew about... Never mind. I could keep crossing...
hold on,
keep crossing things that they know. Like, they knew about the Biden documents for 90 days before they said about anything. But they didn't know that a fucking air... Are you kidding me? You spy on everybody. You told me you collect all of our data to keep me safe from terrorists. And there's a balloon that we don't even know what it is. And I'm told by the Department of Defense when they're asking him about it, when Americans are asking questions... And he says, Dave, I don't even know if you want to pull a clip up of this so it's on record, but he's asked about it, and he's like, I'm not going to give play-by-play, an hour-by-hour description of this balloon. He's like, if you want to know more, like, just look up. Like, just look in the sky or something.
Ryan,
I mean, this, how much, what is, Are you saying this is misinformation, Dave?
No. You perfectly answered my first question.
What?
Well, one of my first question was, how did everyone immediately know it was a spy balloon? It's because, so as soon as somebody saw this in the nation, they're like, "Oh, Chinese spy balloon," and it'd be a weird guess, right? But Ryan, your point is the military knew well before it came here, which then doubles down on my second question, which is, why the fuck did we let it get into our space, and then why did we let it float across the entire nation before we finally shot it down?
Do we have competency and power though?
Oh, Biden said he authorized the shoot down of the balloon several days ago.
Isn't he the commander in chief?
Yeah, that's right. If I was if I if I was Biden and I know that I had authorized somebody shot down this fucking spy balloon that everyone knew was a spy balloon right away, and people were doubting me, and I was the president of the United States, I would prove it, because I'm guessing it wasn't a phone call. Hey, shoot this thing down. There's probably severe documentation of it. Which, as the president of the United States, you do have the power to declassify such documents should they be classified. So
you don't even have to. The president can just speak about shit and declassify it afterwards.
Sure.
They would nail Trump with that. He's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I declassify stuff when I talk.
So my challenge to President Biden is prove it.
Dave, here's the question though. They're trying to like tax me per mile on my car by how much the water will rise 30 years from now, but you can't estimate where that thing would fall and evacuate an entire area and just blow that thing out of the sky, or land it to the earth, or we're gonna watch and monitor it to make sure what it is. Like, look, the military authorized all of this to happen for whatever reason. If it's lack of accountability and competency, or if this is really a strategy of war they're using. Like, I'm not completely sold on just... I don't normally go about these topics this way, right? And I actually did something. I was inspired by a guy we know, Dave, Ben. And I went on my Facebook page and I was like, so who wants to talk about the balloon? And that's all I said. I did give my opinion. And then there was just discourse, right? Like, and these are all people I know, right? We're similar-minded and stuff. But that's... At least if I could talk at my pocket of the internet and our pocket of the internet, I will. But, like, we all know it's a distraction, right? But it's like, that's not good enough for me. Like, I have 100% faith in the military could, like, I don't know, nuke something on the moon. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't add up. That's just a simple convenience. It's a distraction. And we may or may not know, or is it the start of World War III? I mean...
Well, I think I started at a point and never finished it, but China is not super happy that we shot down their balloon. In fact, when I say China's not happy, not necessarily Xi Jinping, but basically Chinese Facebook, is going crazy about this. It's called Weibo. The people of China aren't happy that we shot down their balloon. To be fair, it was in our fucking country. But, nonetheless, it's the Chinese government's going to be pressured by people being dissatisfied with what just happened, and China doesn't want to certainly look weak on a geopolitical scheme of things. So, what are they going to do about it? I don't think they're just going to sit there and be like, oh, one less balloon we have.
Do we know it's even their balloon?
Yes.
Okay.
According to them. I don't know. I don't know why they would take credit for a balloon flying over the United States, but...
I would have 100% believed that it is a Chinese balloon. I actually do believe it is. Like a spy plane. I generally do believe that's what it actually is. I do. Like, I don't think this is a distraction.
Well, here's a question. We shot it down. Did you see any news stories about us recovering it?
There's nothing there, Dave. It disintegrated on impact.
Really disintegrated on impact. All of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm being facetious. World Health Organization. Yeah. I'm sure if they were to recover it, like that, maybe that's part of the psyop, right? Is to make the attention of it, and then they're like, oh, they shot it down, and nobody cared anymore. They just like were worried about. It's funny. It's awfully look.
It's literally the magician who's like, oh, look at this quarter. Look over here. Whoa. Whew, behind your ear.
Do they think you're that dumb
all,
though? This is what
yes.
I'm like having trouble with.
That's
though.
right. They know you are. They don't think you are.
People did wear masks.
It's a fact. They know people are that dumb. They know people are that distracted. They don't care.
I don't even think it's a like I think it's just like like is it like a legit sign that the Chinese are that confident that like America is done? Now maybe that's part of the psyop as well. This is so fucking crazy. We'll never know, obviously. This is part of it being called spy. And I also seen people rationalizing why we spy on each other. It's like we're so worried about spying on other countries and countries spying on us, but the government spies on its citizens to stop dissidents on the internet. Dave Ryan, December 1773. You can catch Dave and I Monday through Friday on the weekly show, 7 p.m. Eastern, on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Dave and I will be there, Lord willing.
Maybe.
Yo, spy balloons, it's what? I ain't
probably
buying.
On Rumble. We'll probably be on Rumble.
Spy balloons. It's fucking war. It's goddamn World War III on the horizon. See you later, David. Thank you for your time as always. See everybody later.